Live Show. Motivation speakers, positive affirmation, tune in every week. We need a Monday family meet. Always cheating. Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time, come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time, creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up, shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning for your royalty. Live and live empire, bringing all the heat. Wanna taste that heat? Woo. Try to taste the heat. Woo. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Woo. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Great heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo?
Elijah, bigger nephew. Lenora, she know it's the truth. Adriana,
Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love it yourself.
It's the love
hey,
and live show. It's the love and live show.
Love and live.
It's the love and live
We be laughing, having fun.
Get up and stay. Love and live. Get up and stay. Love and live.
Love and live. Each day as if it was your last.
The love live show.
Smooches.
The love live show.
Yep.
Visit Love and Live Shots.com.
Hello, everybody. How is everybody doing today? Because we're not on the camera just yet. We're about to get on the camera. We're not on there. But how's everybody doing today?
Hey, y'all.
It's a different kind of day. We over here testing something different now. Okay?
Yeah.
Like we said we was going to. It is the first day of Love Lounge. So everything is subject to change. We're still getting the format set and ready. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, we just kind of want to come to relationship advice with a whole new breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
So we want to refresh our relationship advice segment. And that's kind of where we're stepping in with the Love Lounge, where we are right now. So, Queen Lenore, you got anything you kind of want to say before we get into things today?
I forgot I was supposed to do the video for Love Lounge.
Yeah, but it's okay though. Yeah, that's just fun.
I kind of wanted a video. You know, I kind of want things done. Can't get it done all the time.
Yeah, but even with that being said, well, we're here now, and so yeah, let me go ahead and get this here because we got some people in the chat. So let me do this real quick. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and welcome some folks in just a second.
Okay, I'm just in this there.
Some juggling things right now, and then this keeps opening up. So, with that being said, like I said before, I'm gonna plug them in, chat in here. Yeah, how you feeling about everything today, Queen Lenore? Are you ready to get into?
I'm ready to get into it. There's so much I wanted to do, you guys, and I just need to be a little faster.
Well, I think we just did everything today when it comes to like certain video and ideas and stuff that we have. So next week we'll have a full week ahead of us in terms of putting everything in play, everything that we want to kind of get out for you folks. But yeah, where is this at? I'm over here trying to put this in. I didn't want to act up.
What are you putting in?
The little piece for the chat.
Well, he's working on stuff.
Here it is.
I just want to say, we were out last week because I was sick. and I just didn't feel like doing anything because I was sick. Still sick, but it's kind of going away. Praise the Lord.
Absolutely.
So that's better, but I'd be tired and stuff. But I'm trying to do this new format to see how everything goes, and we just wanted you to have this new chill moment of our Love Lounge.
Yep.
So that's kind of what the staple is. But I guess he's ready to introduce folks.
Welcome, so folks, and we're gonna start from the top. We've got
Lena
Doyle Crafton.
Crafton.
Welcome in, Lena. How are you doing today?
Yes, how
Lena
are you?
said, "Hey, fam.
Hey.
How you doing today?" We also got somebody in the building. We've got
It's Marcus.
Marcus in the building. How you doing, Marcus?
Hey, Marcus.
All right. He said, "Hey there, fam." And he said he's great.
That's
That's
good.
good to hear. We also got to get well, mind, body, and soul. We've got
Wellness with Frugal Mama.
Frugal Mama in the section saying hello. How you doing, Frugal Mama?
Hello.
All right, Marcus. He's saying it's a blessing to be here.
Well, ain't that the truth? And I agree. You
Definitely.
know, every day is a blessing.
Yeah, your phone.
Yeah.
Okay. Just making sure. 'Cause I want to do a little audio test real quick.
So
make
he
sure
gonna do an
everything is
audio
sounding
test.
good before we proceed. But we got to welcome somebody in. We got you ready?
Mm-hmm.
We got
The
the
Knox.
Knox in the building. Welcome in.
Ooh, hey, the Knox.
Welcome
how
in.
are
Thank you for joining us today. Marcus, he said, "I thank God for waking me up this morning."
Ain't that the truth? Hallelujah.
That ain't nothing but
That's
the truth
truth.
right there.
We
This
don't
is
be
not
knowing.
promise.
Sometimes we take it for granted, but shoot.
Can't be doing that one. But we do be doing that one.
So while he's testing the audio, I'm kind of scared to be talking if he's testing it, but anyway.
No, there's nothing to be scared of.
But,
Just a
yeah.
little,
So it
little
sounds
backing.
good.
I want to make sure that.
You don't want some backing. So we're gonna start hopefully with how the Love Lounge is gonna run, what we're gonna be doing,
Yeah.
and the goals that we're gonna have, and then we're gonna start with our topic today. So we're gonna be, of course, making sure that our questions are on the screen. We don't know if that's gonna happen today, but we're gonna have our questions on the screen. We're gonna also, of course, continue to take questions or stuff for our thing. We're gonna talk about our topics.
Yep.
And hopefully have some great info on our topics. And so you'll be getting some videos in here of different things. I kind of want to have like our drinks for here. So we'll have our mocktail and our cocktail drinks.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might just get mocktail. Sometimes you might get cocktail. You might get both. Today you get both. And we took these ones off of AI. Am I saying that?
So yeah, she's saying the AI generator. We
AI
gotta welcome
generator.
somebody in though. She's precious to us. We have
Precious Pieces.
Welcome in, Precious
Yeah.
Pieces. But all in all, yeah, like she's saying, today we're doing kind of like a soft launch, starting to slowly get into the groove
To
of
the
things,
Love Lounge.
and kind of finding our new format with this Love Lounge. So we're doing
Yeah.
things slightly different, and of course today we're gonna have some examples of what we're gonna be bringing in the future. Now this
We'll have
is,
pictures in the background. I just didn't finish painting them.
and this is not the full launch. There's some stuff that we didn't get to iron out. I know on my end, in terms of even software wise, we had some different features that will be coming to the live stream. I was not able to implement fast enough today. So with that being said, we got more people to welcome in, so we're gonna go ahead and just continue to do so.
Yes.
We gotta welcome in not just any kind of file. We've got
The
the
Bud
Bud
Files.
Files. Bud Files in the building. All right, somebody in the place saying hello. You know it's Stay Stays.
Hey, Stay
Welcome
Stays.
in,
How are
Stay
you?
Stays. Thank you for joining us today. So, yeah. With that being said, Queen Lenore, is there anything that you kind of want to let anybody know?
We have a
Before we
new
proceed.
song.
Yeah.
This is not my 755 song, but it's a new song that I'm
Yeah.
enjoying. But that's the kind of thing I wanted you guys to like hear the new video with our new song on it. Because if we just play it now, it's just not. I want you to
They
feel
get that
it, you
instrumental.
know?
They don't have everything else. They got the instrumental right now. It's playing in the background.
Wow, so you
At
guys
the
are
top.
getting the instrumental, but I want you all to hear
Yeah.
it. I think it was fun doing it. Well, I didn't really do it, but it's fun listening to him do it while I was working on other projects and stuff. So, We're really excited about that. So I guess we're gonna go ahead and
welcome somebody. We got another person in the building.
Okay.
Somebody that we love to travel with. It's
love to travel with
Wave. Welcome in, Love to Travel. How are you doing today?
Yeah. So we're gonna be spending more time on our channel, upgrading everything. Even family time will be upgraded. But right now, our main upgrade is the Love Lounge. The Love Lounge.
Definitely. I mean, even in terms of the uplift, as you see right now with the low color, we're just trying to do different things, try new stuff in general. And you know, that's what's going on. Stay said. Y'all know I love to say pop up at the pop up.
Oh no, we still keeping that.
No, we keeping that.
That's just our intro. I'm talking about our Love Lounge intro. So you'll get the pop up at the pop up, and then they'll soothe you down to our Love Lounge. Okay,
definitely.
You know what I mean?
That's not
and you
going
still
nowhere.
getting that. Don't worry, we ain't. And then we gotta just wait for 755 and them to get on their job and do it. Maybe if I call them and stuff like that, it'll work easier. But hey, don't come for me.
So, and you want to give them a little snippet? I guess we could kind of do a snippet of it.
Okay, I guess you could get a snippet.
Y'all getting a snippet. I just cleared this over here. We're gonna play it. It's not gonna play directly through. It's gonna be on the our computer microphone. So we're gonna see how that sounds for y'all. But
oh yeah, I don't know how that's gonna sound.
But I don't think it'll be too bad. But we're gonna go ahead and because we still haven't got this going.
Well, you don't have it going.
It's tripping out, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it. Here you go. Yeah.
Step into the light where hearts unwind. Conversations deep where love's defined. In the realm where truth takes the stage. Love Lounge opens up the page. Love Lounge to take a dive.
All right, that's all y'all get for today. But yeah, we're gonna have a little intro and everything going on. Love to Travel said, so soothing.
I know. I was like, ooh, I was looking, he was doing it. I was like, hey. And y'all, I'm just gonna tell y'all, it's AI. Yeah.
Say, oh, I'm feeling this. Grown and sexy vibe.
That's what I'm talking about.
Precious Pieces dancing in the chat.
Yes. I was like, ooh, when they were playing, I was like, this is it. There was like several different versions, and this one was my top one, and then the last one was my other one. But I was like, yeah, this is it. Stacey said, Key Sweat Hotel vibes. All right, that's what I'm talking about.
All right, we gotta welcome somebody in. All right, living a best life. We're gonna go ahead and welcome in Brittany's Life. Brittany's Life is in the building.
Hey, okay, Brittany, how are you?
Yeah, we do gotta welcome somebody in.
Folks. I can't
She's
help
stepping in. She's uniquely lavish. She's saying,
I am Shakita D.
We got Shakita in the building.
Yes.
I love the child said, make me want to fall in love.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I said. Yes. I said,
right.
hey, I got it going on.
And he said, okay, I almost forgot to come back. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
How you doing? All right.
Yeah.
We got to welcome in my mother. We have
Mother Earth Consultant.
She says,
hey, how you doing?
Hey, everyone. Stacey said, oh, if you had a deep voicemail, I'd never leave.
Oh, shoot. You know what? We do need a deep voice one.
All
That'll
right.
be Eli's project for tomorrow.
Brittany's Life says she's doing good. Recently had a C-section, so she's still healing. How are y'all?
I didn't even know you were
congratulations
pregnant.
on that one, Brittany.
Congratulations, Brittany. Having a baby. You got boy or girl?
All right.
Yeah, let us know. All right,
we
now.
wishing you a safe recovery
yes,
over there.
Yes, she said she ain't no joke.
Yeah, let her say AI.
Yes. Eli hooked me up on that. I've been AIing it ever since. Hey, don't play with me. Look at it, we over here jamming.
Fully supporting the channel updates.
Thank you so much, Stace.
And Brittany said, thank you. I thought I told y'all I had a boy.
No. Not at all.
And
congratulations, sis.
Lena said, hit that thumbs up button, please,
yes,
and thank you.
Thank you, Lena. Yes.
All right, so yeah, this is just a sneak peek into kind of the format that we are going to be bringing to y'all.
Yes.
But yeah, diving into today's topic, as y'all seen title and thumbnail, is talking about intimacy today. We wanted to just do something a little bit lighter so we could be a bit more flexible with today, because we are just stepping into the realm of things. So we're just gonna do like open discussion style today. And we're
okay.
just gonna chat it up, whatever idea anybody want to kind of talk and say whatever they want to say. We can get into whatever as well. Because I had some of my conversation basis, but then I realized I'm supposed to be using my phone for whatchamacallit. So, but I could probably change that. But either way, with that being said, we're just gonna have like
he ain't using his phone,
yeah,
so he might
I
as
could
well,
use it as
'cause
well.
We ain't got no
We have
phone
an
being
open
used.
format. Stacey said the light, the song, the title, the timing, weather change. This is a whole lot of.
It is. Stacey said we doing it all the way up. Okay, we trying something different. We want to give you that vibe and everything. I'm enjoying it. So far, everything is coming together the way I want it to come.
Mm-hmm.
We just gotta add those other tweaks that I want in there as well.
Definitely. So, Queen Lenora, where you want to go in terms of things? You want to go show your little segment that you was talking about before, or you want to just jump into the conversation? You said you want to show your drink segment.
Oh
You wanna
yeah,
show that
y'all.
now?
We're gonna do the drink segment right now.
Okay.
You see how I forgot? My mind went blank.
All right,
okay.
let me get this all prepared because, again, we was.
Remember I told you we did a cocktail and a mocktail, so you'll get that every time. For people who want to have a little drink, you get your cocktail. For us people who want to just be mocking it up and faking it up but feeling good, we have our mocktail.
All right, so yeah, we're gonna do that. Anytime.
I thought he was ready.
I wasn't ready. I was just saying. I was trying to see if you wanted to do that.
Okay,
part,
we're gonna hopefully have this video coming soon for you.
Yep.
On that. Ooh, a drink segment. November is not playing. No, we're not playing. And I want y'all to know everything has this today is AI. So ta-da!
Well, not everything,
but
not
you know, the drinks were made by AI, and the song was AI, and I guess that's it.
All right, let's go ahead and get into this video. See if this pop up.
Okay, this is our Royalty Breeze. So we're gonna get 4 ounces of Royalty, which we say here in already brewed. So 4 ounces. And normally you can get Royalty a little more purple, but I got the one with the least butterfly pea in there. Make sure you hit that 4 ounces. Okay. And this is our mocktail. Now we're gonna do 2 ounces of our Dr. Pepper Cherry Zero. So that brings us up to 6 ounces. There you go. And then we're gonna splash a lime juice. Splash, splash, splash. And then we're gonna stir it up for you. And then we're gonna pour this over our glass. There we go. Now you can have one tall glass or whatever, but this is our cherry. What is called our Royalty Breeze. Cheers! Pause that. Okay, so now we're gonna go with our new drink. To get it together, it's called Whipped Berry Dream. So with our Whipped Berry Dream, what we need is 2 ounces of Royalty. Last time we did not put sugar in our Royalty, and I feel like we should have sugar in it this time. So 2 ounces of Royalty. And because I stirred it with the sugar, it came to be a darker purple the way it needs to be. So 2 ounces. Then we're gonna go ahead and do 1.5 ounces of whipped vodka, which will get us a 3.5 Irish cream person. And there we go. Then we're gonna go ahead and put some ice in here and shake it up. Okay, guys? So we got that right there, the lid on, and shake it up. So we want it to be nice and cooked. I'll go for a good 20 seconds. About longer than 20 seconds, but hey. And then we're gonna go ahead and pour it out. This is foamed at the top. And if we had a dark, and this is a 7-Up Zero, so we're not adding a lot of sweetener to this. Splash, splash. Okay, I'm doing 2 splashes. Okay, do what you feel. So now with our 2 drinks, we have our wonderful Whipped Berry Dream. Woo, Whipped Berry Dream. And then we have our Royalty Breeze. Now let's go try it out and see how good it is. So we're gonna try our cocktail first, not the mocktail. Here it goes.
It's good.
Yeah, it is. Better than what I thought it was. And now for our mocktail. See why I need sugar?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in your royalty, please add your sweetener to it.
It's giving me like a black cherry feel. I don't know what you put in here though.
Okay. And that is our mocktail.
All right. Here, there we go. All right.
Okay, so that was our mocktail. We're gonna figure out how to make it a little bit shorter. But it was good. Stacey said, who is your, AI provider? I used Google Gemini for the drinks. And then GPT chat.
Chat GPT.
Chat GPT.
Yes, that's
for the song. And she said, so AI drafted the rest. Yeah, so what I did was tell them the items I had at home, and then I used my royalty in there, and then explain what ingredients was in the royalty, and then I just kept pushing the button until I figured out which one I liked, and then those are the 2 drinks that I said, okay, I'll try. So I had to put what liquors I had, but I have so many liquors that I just did the first 2 that came to my mind. So I was like, well, it's fun. Let's see how this AI generated stuff works. So it was cool.
Yes, they said, pour me up. She said, wait a minute. So AI drafted the recipe?
Yes.
All right, she said, cheers. We got to welcome somebody in. We got
Life with Aaliyah. How my baby girl doing?
What's going on, Aaliyah? She said, hey, I'm walking out of my school.
All right now. That's what I'm talking about.
All right. She said, looks good, but her recommendation is to make it live.
I was thinking about doing that, but I haven't got there yet. Let me just get there.
We probably could. Like a little transition or something while we have everything kind of set up in there.
Or put a bar right next to us. Like another table.
You probably want to stay in there, though.
Why?
Just because it gives it a whole different vibe in the kitchen, you know? And we have the thing angled up or just ready, like prepare how you did today. And then that way I can help you, or I could even hold it at that point. Hold the camera. But anyway, enough of the brainstorming thing. Stacey's laughing at that GPT chat.
I didn't know what it was called.
Stacey said, looks good. Was the cocktail sweet?
The cocktail was a little bit sweeter because I did add the sugar later to it, which made the royalty a little bit darker because I got to stir it in there, the royalty. But because of the Baileys, it curdled real fast. So we're not doing the Baileys. It wasn't bad of a drink, but it wasn't my type of drink. Let me put it that way.
Definitely. Stacey said, okay, I see the wheel spinning. The wheel's definitely spinning.
It is.
Trying to think about different formats. And that's kind of what this episode is. It's going to be for more so just stepping into the new frame of things.
Because we want you to be able to have a nice drink while we talk about conversations. So today our conversation is supposed to be about intimacy.
Yeah.
That's what our topic is about, intimacy. And I always say a lot of people don't understand intimacy. They always format intimacy with it being about sex, and it is not.
Yeah.
So I want to keep that in a format of why intimacy is so important in a relationship, and I feel so many people lose that intimacy in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So that is kind of like where my topic is, and I would of course love you guys to join in. I don't know if he has any questions right now about it,
Yeah.
but But before we get to start, I want to go ahead and introduce my other sister in the building.
We gotta welcome in
Events
Events Yours. Events
Hey,
Yours is in the
Tanya, how
building.
you doing?
Welcome in Events Yours. Nice to see you in here. She said, hey, just stopping in to say, hey, I'm still working, but if y'all live in 30 minutes, then I'll see y'all again shortly.
Okay, sis, I feel you.
You'll
girl.
definitely be on here in 30 minutes. So,
Yes.
yeah, that's that. We got Leah saying, what y'all doing?
Over here getting ready to do a conversation. We just did our drinks. So we have our drink, we have our mocktail. So you can do the mocktail, Leah. You better not be doing cocktail. But you can do a mocktail drink, and we have that. And then Stace is saying hi to everybody. So the first thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to intimacy is like the different levels of intimacy.
Yeah.
Like intimacy is also, I think, is a major thing on trust and communication. And I feel like we always talk about communication, but to me, like sometimes we don't understand communication. Like everybody can have their own opinion. That's just what it is. Everybody's gonna have their own opinion. Everybody's not gonna agree to everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
So that's the first step of understanding. We might not agree.
Mm-hmm.
But with communication, I think is really, really important is listening. It's not just talking that's important. It is listening. A lot of people are so busy wanting their own points to be heard in the conversation that they refuse to listen to somebody else's point, or they're ready for a rebuttal on somebody else's point, which makes people shut down. And then there is a lack of communication because the person is no longer going to speak because they're not being heard. And that's the thing that everybody wants to feel is heard when they're doing communication. It's not, everybody just thinks, oh, talk. No, you really need to be listening. And listening without trying to come up with a rebuttal. Listening to what they say. And then be able to have that freedom to then say what you have to say, but acknowledging what they're saying. So how can I say this? Like, if Elias like, Auntie, I don't like your hair because this, that, this, and that. So he's giving me all my things. What most people will hear is, I don't like your hair. Now I'm coming with a rebuttal. How dare you don't like my hair? So I'm either cut you off. How dare you don't like my hair? My hair, look at your hair. Such and such and such. We come back with a rebuttal.
Yeah.
Or we'll listen as we're thinking of a rebuttal. So I'm not hearing why the hair doesn't look good on me, why it's not flowing with me, why it ain't matching my person. Now I'm missing all of that because all I heard was my hair is not cute. So, and then what's going to happen to Elijah is he's no longer going to give me advice. So when I go, oh, how do I look? He's just going to now say, fine, you look good. Really? Are you telling the truth? Mm-hmm. Because he knows I'm not going to listen to what he says, so there's no reason to speak. And that is what we do to a lot of our significant others when we are communicating. We're not listening. So that is our number one key when we talk about that. And that is part of intimacy. You cannot communicate, not listen for intimacy to be a part, because there's so much other stuff that connects to it. But those are like the top tier key for the conversation is communication, which is listening is really the number one importance of communication before talking.
Well, Shakita saying communication is key.
It is.
We gotta welcome somebody in. We've got GJ3 for GJ3 in the piece.
Hey, GJ3.
He's saying yes, intimacy is not just intercourse, but it is the close familiarity or friendship or closeness.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it is. And if you think about intimacy, once we get through, I want you to realize, bless you. What I want you to realize, like your relationship with your significant other, to your friendships, to your family, to all that. Pretty soon you can start piecing all this stuff together and be like, oh, we have intimacy with everybody else. And it's funny because you'll do more intimacy a lot of times with strangers than you do with the people that's connected to you, because they got the first set of rules right there, and that is listening, then talking. And when people are listening to you, guess what? It works out 10 times better. Say said, I don't like your hair is level 10 though. And then people do blow up instead of then listening to why I don't like your hair, because sometimes we like it because we've been waiting for the style. Oh, I love my hair because I've been wanting to style. But then our face is either too long or too round or too, what looks good on me is not going to look good on Stacey. It's not going to look good on Shakita. It's not going to look good on Wellness. We all look different. Now, it might look good out of 2 out of 4 of us, or 1 out of 4, or it might look good on all 4. It depends on how it's made to sew and lay together. But we have to have an understanding to that. The reason I say that is because I don't want to go back.
Rewind.
Rewind it. The reason I say that is because a lot of times in communication is what triggers you might not trigger somebody else. Yeah. And what triggers them might not trigger you. And then you're like, it doesn't make sense. Well, it doesn't have to make sense to you. If that's how that person feels, it doesn't have to make sense to you. Your job is now to try to understand that person, not to tell them it doesn't make sense. What you don't want to do is block that person from being able to communicate. That is what you try not to do. You want that person to listen, just like you want them, you have to listen. And a lot of times we rather other people listen to what we have to say than we listen to what they have to say. And that is where the downfall of communication, which is the downfall of intimacy. So, there you go. She said, let me continue. Yes, Stacey, you gotta listen. It is. It's one of those things that you gotta listen. And I tell people, when you tell somebody something don't look good on them, or something that, you want somebody to change something, you really do have to have some bullet points of why. Because sometimes it doesn't work. And sometimes you have to look at that person. I need to tell them bullet points before I can tell them I don't like it. Your head is kind of shaped like this, and you kind of like this, and it's not laying the way it needs to be. I just don't think this hairstyle is more for you. I see where you was going, and I know it looked good on the picture, but you got a more nice, noble head that...
Noble head.
Noble head. Because I can't think of something right now.
You got that noble head on you, so it don't really...
You got that, yeah.
You got that noble head.
You got that noble head.
This stuff I ain't never heard in my life before, but... you got that noble head.
You got that nice noble head on you that... this other hairdo, I think, will fit your face a lot better. Then they can listen, because we don't like people rejecting us, and we don't like people telling us anything negative about ourselves. So we're already going to be on the defense the moment you do it. So sometimes you might have to read the person and go, oh, I got to go backwards on this person, or I got to go sideways on this person. You got to do it that way. You know what I mean?
Stacey said, I listen for them to stop talking so I can inject my 2 cents. Didn't really hear a word.
Exactly, and that's what part. And see, that's communication is rocking, because you were so busy ready to. Oh, I gotta get my. You was ready. Oh, you gonna hit me? Hold on, I'm gonna give you an uppercut. I'm gonna give you. You're ready to fight back, and you don't want to do that because people's feelings, regardless how tough somebody seems or how tough somebody is, they get sensitive when they're not being heard. Mm-hmm. And it's out of respect.
Well, DJ3 said, someone want to come together today, but they don't do so to be as friends. They do so to be as whatever you call it.
Say that again.
Said, some want to come together today, but they don't want to do so to be as friends. They do so to be whatever you call it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people have a mindset of whatever they're going to do.
Yeah.
And it is what it is, but a lot of things can change by the way we talk to each other, and by the way we listen to each other. Things can change. Mm-hmm. She said, "On your mark, get set."
Yep. She said she ready. She forget the gloves. It's gloves off.
It be ready to go. It is, and it's something that sometimes being quiet feels like you're being weak.
Yeah.
Sometimes being quiet and letting somebody talk feel like you're letting them take advantage of you. All these little negative things come in our head, but what it is doing is messing us up for having a good
intimate
relationship.
Yeah. Because like you're saying, even layering it back to intimacy, like you said, being able to have that open communication is comfort, which allows you to be closer, which does build a bond of intimacy.
Yes.
I feel, if you feel like you say, you can't talk to somebody, can't express, they're not hearing you, or whatever it may be, something is getting broken in the communication process, then it's kind of a natural progression for intimacy to kind of break down. You thought that was plugged in. You was doing your big one yet. But yeah, so even with that book, how do you feel about what's like emotional intimacy to you?
Well, intimacy is all the way emotional. Every part is emotional. So it's not a set sign of emotion. But what we want to do is understand intimacy is understanding and respecting each other's religious beliefs. It is touch. It is being able to tell your secrets. It is be able to talk to you and not feel judged, criticized, or less than. Because he'll move his head a whole bunch of times. Guys, give me a second.
I will.
Intimacy is so many of those different things.
Yeah.
So many different categories of intimacy. So my thing is, what you want to get is whoever you talk to, like your partner. You want to have some kind of touch with your partner. So your significant other, even if it's just holding hands, even if just hold, I'm gonna rub your back, or I'm just gonna hold you like this, or I'm gonna touch your leg, I'm gonna touch your arm. Touch is so important for intimacy. Not in a sexual way, just touch. You know what I mean? Just that mere connection, that static, that we are connected to each other is so important in a relationship. You want your relationship to last long? Touch. Touch is very needed. And it's something that nobody even pays attention to. That's what I'm saying. There's so much of you don't even realize how important touch is.
Yeah.
Like just the form of touch will make your relationship so much stronger. It'll keep you connected. So always keep that in forefront of touch. So we got our communication down. Now we're going to learn physical touch. Physical touch. Make sure you're always touching. Even like this touch right here that me and Eli is doing. It's a connection. It's a static that we're not paying no attention to, but it's there. And it definitely needs it when you are with your partner. More of a hands-on, holding hands. Hugging is a great communication. It builds so much, just a hug. I don't care who you hug. Just hug anybody. Give somebody a good hug and hold them for a couple of seconds. Just a good hug. Oh my goodness, some of the stress, everything will just run off of them. Because something about touch actually releases stress.
Yeah.
It releases them harmful endorphins that we collect from verbal abuse, from hurt, from trauma, from all that. Just give hugs. That's just a wonderful platform. Even if somebody is not even enjoying the hug, just giving them a good squeeze. Though you can just go and give somebody a regular hug and they're fine with it. But give somebody a nice squeeze, and even though it lasts 2 seconds, it releases.
GJ3 is harping back to what you were saying more on the communication.
Okay.
He said, it's not always easy to listen to people.
Okay.
So when I say this, especially that you know better about, when they're talking like they need to learn something. Example, like a child or a teenager, like while they're learning, you had to listen to them in order for you to see where their understanding is at.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And as a lot of parents, we don't. Because we have in our mind, wow, this when I was raised, this is what blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And because I know the future is blah, 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 blah. But what the kid is trying to tell you is what you're seeing versus what they're seeing and how they feeling. And so you
Their
have to
outlook
acknowledge
is
it. Now,
different.
you might not agree with them and you might not give them what they want, but just to know you're listening. So you saying, Charlie, that if you wear this hat that you will fit in with the rest of the crowd. That you will be able to be a part of everything in school and nobody's going to tease you.
Yeah.
Well, Charlie, you can't wear your hat in class as disrespectful. I know it might not mean anything and everybody else in class might be doing it, but I'm raising you and teaching you totally different. I want you to learn respect and manners. So when you're in the classroom, take your hat off. Now, when you're in the hallway, you can have your hat on. If the school allows you to have your hat on, Charlie. Go to recess with your hat on. Go to lunch with your hat on. But when you walk into the classroom, you're going to give respect and take your hat off. So that way, everybody gets what they want.
Yeah.
And even though Charlie might not agree, I'm meeting you halfway, Charlie. I could have just said no hat. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing what you're saying. I understand. I'm not here for you to get along with everybody and be fashionista with everybody. Mm-hmm. But why don't you start the trend of taking your hat off because it's a sign of respect, and we're going to learn to respect one another. So that's how you would do it.
It's coming out in overall.
Yeah, it's coming because we don't. We really want to just hurry up and say no or say what our answer is, but we never have a solution for what our answer is. Mm-hmm. And it's something that I'm learning. Like, I don't have it, because when I say no, it's just no. I don't want to have a conversation why I said no. I just said no. Like, that's just what it is. So I'm not trying to act like I got it together either. I'm just saying it's something that we need to constantly work on, listening and coming up with another solution so that person can feel heard. I don't know if you have anything to say.
Well, I'm looking at what DJ3 said. He said, like in Sister Act 2, back in the habit, when she had told the boy in the class to take off his cap, and then the others take off their shades, right?
Yeah,
it's like it
is because it's out of that respect that nobody does anymore. We are so busy wanting everybody to respect us that ain't nobody giving respect anymore. So you must respect adults. You must respect us kids. But nobody's doing the respect. Yeah. It's that respect. Even like when I was teaching the kids, open the door for women. The older ladies was, I know how to open the door for myself. See, there's something wrong when you don't know that you should have the door open for you. And I was like, I'm teaching them to have manners and, I forgot what I called it. It wasn't manners and respect. It was etiquette. Yeah, I'm teaching them to have some etiquette. And so let them open the door for you. They just thought, these kids are being obnoxious. But then when I realized it's because the kids was always opening the door for me. When I go into other places, other men started opening the door for me. And then now I'll go to the door and I see a man walking, and I can stand there because now as I was training them to open doors for people, it made me train myself to wait to open doors for people, because a lot of times we just want to rush. Like, they take it too long. Well, they going to take too long, but you're going to open this door for me because I want you to respect me enough and care for me enough to open the door for me. It's not something that has to happen. Because I tell my boys, if the girls don't want you to open the door for them, then don't. But they better not get mad when they see you open the doors for somebody else. And just because the woman you're with won't let you open the door for her does not mean stop opening doors for other people. Continue to open doors for other people. Just because your girl don't want it don't mean you stop the etiquette that you learn. Is that respectfulness? Because some women just don't want it. Because it's not something that's used to. And people are so impatient. When they park, they're jumping out the car. I sit there. Even when me and my daughter go somewhere, I be sitting there and be like, ain't nobody here to open the door for me. So I got to open the door, because I be like, ain't nobody here. It's just me and my daughter. Well, she don't need to open the door for me. We both women, so I have to go, let me get my butt out the car. And I do it constantly because I'm so used, I'm always with Eli everywhere I go. So when he's not there, I'm not used to Eli not being there. So then it's like, I got to really open the door for myself. This is kind of nice. I do it even when I'm by myself. I'll be in the car, I park. And it takes me longer when I'm in the car, because when my daughter's there, she's already opened the door and she's almost out and I'm still in there. So then I jump out.
You gotta catch
up.
Yeah,
when I'm in the car by myself, I'm sitting there and I'm like, why am I sitting here? So I'm waiting for this dang door to be open. Like, it's a habit now that I'm waiting for it.
Stacey said, it's just polite. I have to say, I see strangers opening the doors all the time, and it's even a habit of mine. Men and women open the door for one another.
I haven't opened the door, Stacey, for nobody. Don't tell nobody. I'll open the door for older people.
Or I feel like, or when like you walking through the door, like hold it open a little bit.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll definitely hold the door open for people. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, we don't teach that anymore, and so nobody's expecting it. And even our young women don't know to wait for it. They're so busy trying to be like the men. And I'm like, stay in your place of being a woman and stay in that place of being a man, or do whatever you need to do, like whatever you feel. But it's my sons will tell me, oh, she won't let me open the door in front of the woman. I said, well, she don't let you open it, don't open it. But that don't mean don't stop opening it for me. I want to be open. I'm used to it being open. I like being open for.
Well, GJ3, well, first they say they were laughing at shit. But then GJ3, he said, same man want for you to expect to open or hold the door for her or do so for her.
Yeah.
GJ3 said, but then there's some that would also prefer for the door to be open themselves. And GJ3 said, listen to her until she wants you to do so.
Yeah. And I agree with that, because it's a choice that people have. I think a lot of times we don't expect it because it's not there anymore.
Yeah.
It used to be a mandatory thing to have.
Yeah.
Now it's not a mandatory. It's not a standard anymore. You know, we don't have it. So a lot of people are not used to it. Just like they're not used to the word ma'am and sir anymore. Mm-hmm. Oh, well, you call me, I'm not that old to be called ma'am. I'm not that old. It's just out of respect. It ain't got nothing to do with
Ain't nobody complaining about sir. I don't hear nobody really.
But nobody complaining about sir. It's all the ma'am.
Yeah, it's
but women are so busy trying not to be older, they don't want to hear the word ma'am. But it's just out of respect. You know what I mean? Even I could say like my ex-husband, he always referred to my mom as Miss Johnson. Mm-hmm. He never called her by her first name. It was always Miss Johnson. Miss Johnson. You know. We weren't married long enough for him to get comfortable calling her mom because, you know, he was too busy doing other things with other women. But it is what it is. Like, but he always had that respect to say Miss Johnson, and he was the only one here in Oregon saying that. But he continued because that's how he was raised and brought up. Mm-hmm. Keep doing what you're doing because other people will respect it later on, regardless of anything else. People will respect it. And women have a problem with you doing something that they told you not to do for them. So you not opening the door for her, but you open the door for all these other women, they get mad. Well, then allow me to open the door for you. You can't get mad at me for doing something that I'm raised and brought up if you're not going to accept it when I'm doing it for you. And men need to stand firm on that. Don't let women manipulate them or from them being a gentleman because she don't want to be treated like one. So now you're treating somebody else and now she wants to be in her feelings. I'm like, you're treating somebody better. Well, that's your choice. You want him to treat you like the woman that he was raised, brought up to how to treat women, then accept it. But don't get mad when he's treating other women that way. Because those things are things that everybody does all the way around. I'm not saying he needs to be giving every woman a rose. But opening the door for a woman, stuff like that, yeah, no. Don't. If you get mad about it, that's on you. And men, I'm telling you, don't stop doing what you're doing because your woman is mad that you're doing for somebody else that she didn't want for you to do for her.
Well, GJ3 said, Stacey did say something too. Stacey said, took some getting used to, but yes, put Miss on my name.
Yeah, right. There you go.
Stacey said, I'm single and I'm used to doing everything on my own, but I definitely recognize when a man is being a gentleman.
Exactly. And that's what we want. We don't want men to stop being gentlemen because women don't know how to handle it. Plain and simple. But yeah, so, and then my other thing with intimacy is when you talk to each other. Mm-hmm. Now, remember we always talk about talking and listening. Yeah. But this is where you guys have one-on-one conversations about something important to you. Now, you should also have that one conversation about something you don't care about. Like, how was your day at work? 99.9% nobody cares how your day was at work. But be able to express how your day was at work, and you be able to listen and acknowledge how the day is at work. Yeah. Men, don't try to solve her problem. And women, don't overanalyze.
Well, Stacey said, I never get mad at chivalry, but sometimes it's a strange feeling.
It does, because nobody does. And that's sad. But a lot of times men stop doing it because there's so many women that don't like it. I don't know if they don't like it or because we got so what is it called, womanizer, whatever, feminists, that I know how I can do anything a man can do. I've said this from day one. I am not competing with no man. Yes, if I don't have a man, yes, I can do the things I need to do. But if I got a man, why am I doing the things that he could do? Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to ever take out the trash. I'm not arguing about that. I'm not trying to fix no cars. I'm not trying to do no mowing of the lawn. I'm not trying to fix things in the house. That's just not me. Now, there's some women that can want to do all those different things. Do it all. And that's fine. Do it.
Yep.
Then the man can come in the house and cook and clean and do whatever on the inside. I don't care. But my thing is, the thing I said, when people say, you want to be a housewife? Yes. I've already took care of myself. I already paid my bills. I already did all that stuff on my own. I don't like it.
Well, Stacey say, lies that atmosphere making you young. I'm gonna remake myself tired. I'm looking at the color and like.
So he can't have the thing.
Yeah, exactly. But Stacey said, I like knowing I can do all things, but I don't necessarily want to do it.
Yeah, and I don't even care about knowing how to do some things. Some things like me trying to fix a car is not one of those things in my head. I want to be like this. Chris, Elia, I need help. That's what I want to do. That's just what I want to do. People used to get mad at me. You want to be a housewife? And you were back in the 70s. Let me be back in the 70s. Because I paid my rent. I did all the stuff. I didn't like it. I don't like paying bills. I don't want to work. I'd rather be at home trying to figure out what kind of cookies to make, what kind of food to make, and do whatever I want to do. I don't want to do that. I can go grocery shopping. I can go clothes shopping. I can do those things. I'm not a fan of those things either, but I'd rather do those than pay bills. I'm just going to tell you what my necessary things I like to do. Going to work every day is not what I like to do. Going to work when I feel like going to work, I love that. If they had a job where, whenever you want to come in and you get paid, best believe I'll take that job in a heartbeat. Okay? What education do I need to have that job? Okay? And that's when you learn entrepreneurship is very important to you. Okay, there we go. Everybody agree? Everybody agree. But that's what I'm saying. It's just those things that I'm not a feminist on that. Whatever position, I'm just not.
Well, I
just feel like there's no reason for me to try to be a man.
But I think there are just two sides to it. I think a lot of people when it comes to more of the feminist movement, there's feminism and then there's like more of the extreme cases of feminism where it's like you have to kind of overly compensate or do too much in terms of, I don't know, even like establishing something like that, saying somebody should not be able to do that if they want to do that because they're a woman. Well, I feel the whole movement of feminism is just to make sure that men and women were on equal rights. Men have the same opportunity as women. Don't mean everybody want to necessarily do the same things or fit in where they can, but it's for the folks that if you want to, there was cases where women couldn't vote. That's where feminism and stuff like that came in. So they can be treated and have the same values and abilities as a man. But
I'm going to just tell y'all still ain't got the same rights you want to have. That's just what it is. You're not going to have those rights where it's going to be men and women getting paid the same and da-da-da-da-da. We can have whatever president you want. You can have whatever situation. It is not going to where it needs to be in that subject because ain't nobody really fighting for that stuff. So we can say that feminism is for those things. Yeah, we can work. That's because they tired of working. Men tired of working. Men tired of taking care of everybody. It is not. If men wasn't tired, we'd be still in the same position. But men like, ooh, the economy's going up and this. Shoot, we need help with this rich. We need help with this. Shoot, grocery, do you see about milk is what, $10 out? Ooh, yeah. Then we need help with this stuff. That's why we get stuff is when things need help. Just like marijuana was not illegal until they wanted to make sure to make it look bad and make Mexicans look bad. So then they made marijuana illegal. Marijuana should have never been illegal, but it was illegal because they wanted to make Mexicans look bad. Now it's legal. Why? Because they want the money. They getting all this money. That's where the biggest money is in marijuana. And we can tell because it's on every corner of the street down over here. I mean, you can't even walk like 10 blocks without seeing a marijuana store. Like, that's just not what's happening. You know how they say there's a liquor store on every corner? Guarantee there's a weed store on every corner. Okay? So, like, we can sit here and fight for feminists all you want, but it's really when the men get tired.
Stay said, I've been like a squirrel chasing the lights too.
Yeah.
You said, for instance, one man is with a woman that doesn't want her man to do something for her. And so things ended up not going too well with him. And then after some time or months later, he's now with another woman that is okay for him to be doing the things that the other one did not like. And so the other woman sees him one day and gets an attitude because they're happy together for that thing. But that she herself wasn't happy with him doing with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're so busy comparing ourselves with other relationships. I think that's what it is. Like sometimes, and not all the time, but sometimes we get that thing. I had a friend, well, sister, who her man didn't want to plan stuff. And so she got tired of planning everything. Now, mind you, he was paying and he was going. He just didn't plan. Well, she wanted him to plan. And now I'm just going to make up a scenario in my head just to think that her friends had men that planned stuff. And so she wanted her man to plan stuff. Now I almost got trapped in that void of conversation as what I wanted my husband to fix stuff. You know, build a shelf here, build that. Kind of, but it was because it's that comparing our man to other stuff. We need to not do that. Like, we don't want to be compared to no other woman, so we shouldn't compare our man to other men. Let's just go vice versa on both sides of the story. Because some stuff we get mad about that to me is, for me, doesn't make sense. Like, oh, I don't like my man because he's a gamer. All he does is play games. Why don't you motivate him to make money playing games? Instead of being mad about him playing games, get a camera and have them record it, and then you edit all the footage of him doing the highlights of him yelling and screaming at the game, and where you making money.
Business out of it.
So then that can be a job. So then he ain't got to work, and then you guys got a home-based business right there. See how we can do stuff? But sometimes we don't want to look at that until somebody else do and be like, dang, I could have did that. Or some other woman got your man, and now she's like, she living large. So going back to my sister, now he's with this one woman and they go camping, they go all kinds of stuff. And she's like, he didn't do all that with me because you didn't plan it. She didn't mind planning. If he paying and he gonna come, she didn't mind the planning. And that's the thing you gotta get in your head is planning. Like, not planning, that if you compare, it will screw you up.
Yeah, comparison is a quote, comparison is a thief of joy. Yeah. And I feel like that is true even, especially in self, but just in general. Because really what you're doing when you compare something is you're minimizing whatever you compare it to. So, you know, you could be great where you are, but if you compare yourself to somebody else, now you can't appreciate yourself for all your feats and achievements. Yeah. Same with your spouse, same with your house, whatever it may be. You could be living in a little shack, but, you know, you could be enjoying yourself. But the moment you compare that to a mansion, all of a sudden, oh, now you got a reason to be sad about living in a good house.
Exactly.
And being able to even just have a roof under your head. So I just think that, you know, a lot of that just comes in. Really, it comes where you want to just appreciate what you have. And turning that all into intimacy, you know, if you feel like what we're talking about right now, something is going on with your partner, they are, you see what other people have and all that different stuff, and you get caught in that loop of comparison, then you can't fully enjoy everything that your partner has to offer. Because the more that you enjoy and delve into what your partner has to offer, you never know what can come out of it. Yeah. You know, just like you said with that, it was a compromise, but in that other instance, there's so much happiness in it. But if you were stuck only on looking at that side of the fence, then it's hard for you to even see the bigger picture.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
Agreed.
Stacey said we don't have the same right today, but it's worth a fight.
Oh, yeah.
And people are fighting every day for equal rights.
And it is. I mean, and I understand equal rights. I do. I really do. I just feel like putting a thing called feminist on it to me, how I've always taken it when I've heard about it, because when people explain it around me, not around Elijah, but around me, it's always reversing ourselves, competing against a man. Yeah. And my thing is, I don't want to compete against anybody on a normal basis, period. Yeah. But I'm definitely not trying to fight with a man about roles and genders and stuff. If I want to play football, okay, I know I need to fight for rights and show them that I'm the best football player there is in the world. Excuse me, with my boobs and everything else. I could just do it. You know what I mean? Being hit and all that is not, I get it. Being able to, be able to get the same pay as another man, I 100% agree. But, you know, for like, if you talk about, even if you want to go black versus white, I want to be able to get the same pay as a white woman. Yeah. You know, I would want to get paid, then get paid the same as a black man. So, not black man, just a man, period. I want to get paid the same. But first of all, I got to fight just with race by itself, then to be able to go to the next level of men. But my thing is, I just want to be paid what I'm worth. But can I turn down a job because you will not pay me what I'm worth? Because sometimes I can make a stand of a fight. We don't mind for somebody else to fight for us, but we don't want to fight. So you think about like Colin Kaepernick. I'm about to say it right away. Him, he fought, but he fought by himself. You didn't see all the football players back him up. If all the football players had backed him up, he wouldn't have never lost his job. So when he kneeled, if everybody would have kneeled down, they were not going to fire every football player. They're not going to ban every football player from playing. But it's always one person that wants to do the fight. Everybody else wants the change, but nobody wants to do the fight because nobody wants any backlash from it.
Well, and people don't necessarily like changing. Even on the side of feminism, what you're saying is there's different levels and layers to feminism. There's different even movements and eras as we grow, because you know the first one is just more so to establish women to be able to vote, stuff like that, just getting that stuff through in general, or even for women to work, because there was time when we couldn't work. So that was that kind of era of feminism, and now we have more modern cases where, like you said, we're fighting more wage gaps and different things like that. But I think just even amongst all of it, it does come with a general understanding of that, like, there is just so many different layers. I mean,
is a lot of layers.
I feel like even with the battle, like you're saying, you have not just the fact that you're a woman, but you also have the, like you say, racial context as well. And I feel like, you know, the moment that we look at things in terms of kind of like a battle, or make it to where we're fighting against each other instead of for each other, I think that becomes more so like the issue. You know, like what you're saying is, you know, it's about what a woman can do better or whatever it may be, right? There's no doubt about it. There's stuff that women can do better. There's stuff that men can do better, and anything in between. But you know, instead of reveling over those facts, let's everything that we have that common areas with, like something like a wage gap or something like that. Those are the areas where I feel like you definitely got to put up the fight. But Stacey said a dispensary.
We got a whole bunch of dispensaries everywhere. There's everywhere. There's literally, I'm closing my eyes and see 5 of them just on that one business street over there. And I'm not even talking about this other business street. You can just see them. They're everywhere. You know how roaches come in and they just keep multiplying? That's dispensaries here. We dispensaries in Oregon everywhere.
And yeah, Stacey said, set up for disaster. You need to appreciate what's in front of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Stacey said he did have a teammate that knelt with him though, but I understand we aren't unified, and that has been progress, and you know, the conversations are important.
Yeah, but like a lot of things could change faster if we do it in more than one, like more than one, more than two.
Mm-hmm.
If we could do it in a group, you know what I mean? You know, when they did the Million Man March, that made some difference because you had millions of men doing it. If we're gonna make some changes, it can't be just one or two because then it's that slow change. So then we miss out. We like in the Bible where we just walking around in circles for 40 years because we're too scared to make a change to go together as a group. It's always one or two, three, four, five, handful of people that was willing to do the job to make it work. But where's the other 10 million of us that are not making a difference? That that we can make a change with 10 million of us standing firm. But we always have to have a battle.
Yeah.
We always got to be jealous and we have to have a battle. Oh, so Joe likes this, so I'm going to go ahead and be against Joe and go with Fred. Oh, because it's about race. Well, everything ain't about race, so I'm not going to be with them because it's a race thing. It's always a battle instead of joining forces. I always say, like, when my mom used to tell me to do something, I did it. I didn't have an opinion to go back for. I just did it, and I did it strongly. So even like my mom tells me, oh, Lenore, do such and such and such and such and such. Once she explains, I'll be like, so why am I doing such a thing? And I'm quote on doing what my mama says, and I'm adding some jabs in it, because now I kind of understand. And I'm doing it, and guess what? The benefit is so real. But what we do is, oh, I don't see it. I don't understand it. So I can't move forward with it. So I'm going to push back and give us some problem and then say, see, it didn't work because I pushed back on trying to just do what it is to do. And I keep saying, what is the harm in just doing it? Do it like your life depends on it and see how the outcome is. But if we always do things in little bunches, we get nowhere. And that's what I'm trying to get people to understand with their mental mind is stop doing things in bunches and stop waiting for somebody else to do it to say, oh, I was going to do that back in the day. Just do it now. Start the trend. Why we got to wait for everybody else to start the trend for you to understand it or for you to comprehend it or for you to do the compromising? And I think that's why we have a lot of problems when it comes into our relationship because we don't want to listen to our partner. We don't want to have our partners back. We only want to have our partners back when it comes to something that we agree upon. Something we do, oh, I understand what he's saying, so I'm going to have his back now. No, have his back even when he's wrong. Just have his back. You have your kids back when they're wrong. You don't need nobody to tell you to have your child's back, and they be 100% wrong. That's when you don't need to be having their back. Like, you need to have your child's back when they do it right, and when they do it wrong, they need to have some discipline. No, nowadays, we have our child, and you know your child done went in that school and cussed some people out. And guess what you gonna do? Don't be talking to my baby all crazy. You cussed at my baby? I wish you would. Let me tell you something. I got the, we act up. But when it comes to our man or our woman, we don't want to have their backs. So this is where all this conversation, even the conversation from feminists to all that, those are deep conversations to have with your significant other that will bring you guys closer and keep other people out because I can talk to you about anything. I can have conversations about anything with you. That is what makes a great intimacy. And then when you do decide to have sex, it is so 10 times much better because you're so connected to each other that every time you guys touch each other, there's electricity. So when you just touch them, it'd be like, ooh, baby, don't touch me. I just touched your arm. Because you have that electricity of that intimacy is constantly there. So every time you walk in a room, your man is like, dang. You can look like Winnie the Pooh, your hair sticking up like this, makeup halfway on, halfway off. You can look a hot mess. You can. And it is no problem for you to look a hot mess. You can. But he looking at you totally different because all he see is the beauty inside and out. So you looking drop dead gorgeous to him. Every time he sees you, he's like, and he be like, come on, baby. Come on, baby, not tonight. Okay, come on. Because she's so connected that saying I have a headache and all that, she wants to please you just as much as you want to please her. So she's going to be like, oh, God, I'm tired, but okay, come on, baby. it's ready to do it. That's why intimacy is so important. And a lot of people lose it when they have kids because they throw the intimacy down and all they do is focus on the kids. And then when the kids is gone, they don't even know who each other are. Who are you? I liked you. When did I fall in love with you? I never had a life. I've been with you my whole life, and this is what I got. You get on my dang nerve. That's all they have because you devoted all that into your children. Because you have intimacy with your kids. You just don't have intimacy with the man that you with. So we're building intimacy so we can build long-lasting relationships.
Definitely. I mean, even just moving forward, what you're saying, it does take that time, and it is that investment overall. And if you do cut it is hard sometimes to even just grow that back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you could be, it's like a plant. You know, you water the plant, it grows, and you stop watering it, you could kill the plant.
Yeah.
You might have to replant.
How you gonna bring that plant back to life?
Yeah, exactly.
Because we don't want to replant.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I say you don't want to replant, that's like starting a new relationship with somebody else. You want to bring that plant back to life. And what that is, and I'll tell people this, and I want to do a little skit on it one day too, where we have relationship issues. And the first thing I'm going to tell you to do is start dating each other. And the things you can't talk about anything in your future right now or in your present. All you can talk about is the past before you got with each other. You can't talk about your kids. You can talk about the past before you got with each other, what's new at work, those type of things. And talk about social events, politics, religion. Talk about anything besides your relationship, because you want to build back that communication. When you have that communication, the touch, the listening and the hearing and the understanding, and just the breathing of each other. Just sit there and look at each other, breathe. Hold each other and feel each other, breathe. Get those things back in. Now we can start slowly adding conversations of what our issues are. And let's deal with one issue at a time. So we deal with this issue on Monday. It might be not, and that issue might take the whole week, so you can't go to the next one. And start breaking down the barriers of it so you can regrow the plant that's there. You bringing back life into that plant. And that's how you want to look at intimacy. It is the power to your relationship.
Well, DJ3 said, intimates or friends do tend to do better to strive having conversations rather than just whatsoever conversations. Mm-hmm. And DJ3 said, sound like now, just like in the movie Tyler Perry's Diary of a Mad Black Woman scene.
Well, you know, I could put them in the tub. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, those are the things that I think is really one of those things that are so important. And I think we don't talk about intimacy, and when I think people hear intimacy, it's always sex.
Context.
Yeah.
But I think, in general, like, it is the whole world around it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, of course, you can factor the physical in different layers of physical in it, but even the intimacy is really just that closeness. It's the bond, you know. It's that, it's that proximity, just being close. Like, it's the comfort, you know. Like, you have a strong, intimate relationship with your partner. You feel free and comfortable to do whatever you want, really, in a relationship. Even extending to friendship, you can share intimate moments with your friends because you have a strong enough relationship where that's comfortable. Yeah, I'm gonna let you in on knowing this. Yeah, I'm going through something, whatever it may be, because you feel that trust. You feel that, you know, that intimacy between y'all, that you have that connection. So I think, just in general, building intimacy is definitely an important key part of a relationship. And I think that even during the discussions we've had, you know, instances of things that can knock some intimacy down, that can hinder your intimacy. And I think, you know, when you're doing good on an intimate stream of things, everything is good and golden. But when you're stepping into those moments where you're not having those intimate moments, like you said, you don't want to get into that field because it is hard. You know, you don't want to rebuild because you rebuild. That's like being at zero, and nobody want to feel being at zero with someone that they've been with for over a year, whatever whatever it may be. You could even have 8 months in the game and feel like it's time wasted because well, now we starting at zero. So it really is. You want to do whatever to really maintain and keep up with what you have. Yeah. And I think that's another thing to step into is like maintaining the intimacy. Kind of keeping the intimacy because, like you said, a lot of people don't get in a marriage or whatever it may be, and they can get caught up with overly invested into work or overly invested in their children, and they build everything up right here, but then their partner is still down here and there's now a huge gap. Yeah. And so, like, you want to still keep that spark and keep that spirit alive. I feel one thing that an old man told me, and he was like, you want to know the key. I had 2 long marriages and both were successful, but the main thing that I did is I never stopped dating. So that's what his mentality said. You always want to keep that same energy, keep with what you started, keep that going. And he had 2 wives, and both wives, his first wife passed, so that's the whole reason why he has a second wife. The whole reason he's having a happy wife, happy life is because he never stopped that aspect. He's always trying to, top it or keep it going or, have the better date or, make her feel like this is the first date again. So.
And that's a good thing, and that's a good part of intimacy because when you are dating, it's meaning you're communicating. You're talking about crap that doesn't even matter. Yes. And then you can talk about stuff that does matter, but it's that one-on-one attention that we lose. I could say, honestly, I don't like dating anymore. I mean, I loved dating when I was younger. I loved dating when I first got married. I don't like going out to restaurants anymore. When having my own restaurant has really gave me a null and void of going to restaurants. I'm just not a fan of it. But I will go out onto a restaurant. But dating, as long as I can communicate and we can have conversations and we can talk and just touch each other and hold each other, I'm fine with that. We hold each other's hand while we're watching TV. That's enough for me. If we talk about stupid stuff, I'm cool. Yeah, because it keeps that connection. I think dating gets you a mindset for people who can't just sit there and talk about nothing or do the things that me and my husband do. It gives you that format where you can have that one-on-one time for each other to release everything. So if you can go on date once a week or twice a month or 3 times a month, however often you can go, as much time as you can go dating with that person, do it. Like, have at it. If you can still go on dates 3 or 4 times a week with your partner, definitely do it. Because it gives you that one-on-one time where you do not lose connection. Because I keep saying you want to be exactly like this, never like this, and definitely not like this. If you like this is where you need it. You're going to have to start all over from scratch. If you like this, you can fix this real quick. Just group back together again. You don't want this, okay? We just don't. So you want to stay like this constantly with each other. And I believe dating is the master key to that. Yeah.
Well, I think I kind of had to change my perspective on it. And it's still something I'm definitely even working in the realm of. But I think even like what you even said with the dating on your side of things, like, as long as you're doing something in the realm that is even similar, has that same spirit. Because you can get in a different stage of life. Some people are immobile. They got a disability. They just are in a different stage where they're not as comfortable outside, whatever it may be. You can have a million reasons why. Mm-hmm. That don't stop us. I mean, you can have a date being as simple as we having an indoor picnic. We're gonna do something. We're gonna eat some. We're gonna eat some McDonald's, but it's gonna be together. We're gonna just pay attention and conversate the whole time.
But that is still dating, though. Yeah, regardless, even if it's at home as dating, it's when it's that time when you're just with each other, one-on-one.
And that's that. And I feel like that is, I feel, even something we probably can get into.
Go for a walk is dating.
Our next thing, and one of our future topics that is Queen Lenora wanted to talk about dating today, but I think that's another thing that we can step into is the stigmas and the ideas of dating, because there is a lot of different ideas that people formulate. A lot of people think, I know I've definitely been in a headspace where you gotta have money to date. You don't always have to have money to date. And one people that really show that really well is people that we've previously collaborated here with on the Love and Live show is Kayla Moore.
Oh yeah.
Kayla Moore, they pretty much skyrocketed off of on their
Dating.
social media platforms by showing budget dates.
Yeah.
Doing dates that's almost free or cost like $10 to do. So, you know, we get in our mind about things, but overall, you know, at the end of the day, your partner just wants time. And it's on both sides. You know, you crave time, you want that, but not everybody's able to necessarily see how they can make it. But there's a lot of stuff that you can do and break those barriers down. But all that to say, Event Chores is back in the building. So
Hey,
I'm
sis,
hearing what
how
I
you
missed.
Girl, we're talking about intimacy, and it has been everywhere on everything. So we've been on conversations, communicating, listening first, then talking, understanding each other, touch, dating now. We're on dating, and I'm missing something else. I forgot what else we did, but we talked about all kinds of stuff around the situation to keep your intimacy very strong. And then basically what it's saying is, if your intimacy is strong, then together in that relationship is a stronger relationship. And it even then we can talk about intimacy being part of sex, which makes it a lot better because you have a stronger connection with each other. And of course I do my normal thing where we want to be like this in a relationship, not like this, and definitely not like that. So that's where we are now on talking about just, you know, having a date night with each other. If you could do it once a week, bi-weekly, every 3 weeks, but if you could do it 3 or 4 times a week, that's great. And how it can also be just ordering food and coming in the house and just eating, Netflix and chilling, both sides of Netflix and chill if you want. Just those type of things of having conversation and talking about random things. We talked about politics, we talked about feminism, and we talked about all kinds of stuff. Just over here, that's how you do on, you know, with your spouse. And always make sure you're touching each other. I think I didn't say that one. You want to always have touch because that gives you that connection, that chemistry, everything that builds. Just even me and Eli right now as nephew and auntie, the touch is very important for just everybody. So, and it's definitely important when you're with your significant other to have some kind of form of touch.
And GJ3 said, dating is making time for one another and for each other.
That's right.
And GJ3 said, tonight they talking about intimacy. All right. And Ventura said, okay. And GJ3 said, and they showed how to make some drinks at the beginning.
Yeah.
Ventura said, it is true. Intimacy is necessary, but some folks don't know about intimacy. They just think it's just sex.
And that's what we're trying to get that barrier down to understand how important intimacy is.
Because really, you know, there's a whole world that you build outside of that, and you know, it makes everything better. You know, you have a stronger connection. You have more you can appreciate. You know, it's just building that actual, I guess, you guys' world together, really. Yeah. That's the best way to kind of look at it. You know, you guys are sharing different things, coming together, enjoying it, and, you know, enjoying what you guys have in common or learning new things off of each other. And that it extends into friendship, partnership, whatever it may be. You know, you got something I want, we got an exchange going on here. Yep. And, you know, depending on what the level of the relationship, yeah, we can get into an intimate level where I tell you maybe feelings or whatever it may be, vice versa, shoulder to crying, whatever it may be. Like, there's, you know, just different levels, but it's not just all a sexual component. Ventura said, I wish I could make a drink right now. Yeah, we had a drink from AI. AI had created us a drink that we showed earlier today. Yeah, here's a little piece of it. I could cut it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is Quinlanor making the cocktail right here. I'm gonna speed this up. Yeah, this is the cocktail being shown right here.
And it's made with our royalty that we make at our shop. And I just, you know, looked it up with AI and tried to do what I could do for the drinks. But yeah, so we just
She put that together though.
yeah. So I'm just having fun, but I thought it was something that in the beginning of our new show, Tanya, is that we're gonna have this drink so people can have a drink with talking about our Love Lounge, the topics of whatever we're talking about. So
We bring
again,
different things to the formats. We just trying different things.
yeah.
Somebody recommended we should do this part live instead, so we're working on maybe possibly doing that. But if you guys have any ideas, we're trying to be more receptive to things, and just open in general.
Yeah.
So if you guys have any ideas, we're definitely open to taking them and trying our best to implement them as well. She said, "I know that's right. Get it."
Yes, we trying, girl. So, and then, what else I was going to say? I forgot what else I had to say. Well, anyway, with tonight's topic, we had our mocktail Royalty Breathe, and our cocktail was Whitberry Dream. So, yeah, get your AI on. Tell them what you got in the kitchen or in your liquor cabinet. Oh, shoot, you got 2 drinks, and they gave us both of them. And I got this off of Google Gemini. And so, yeah, I was shaking that thing forever, too. Because my tea was still hot.
Oh, you trying to be like a barista? Or something.
I was trying. I thought I was.
You was trying to do it
You
up.
couldn't
I didn't
tell me nothing.
catch that on the video.
I was doing stuff.
Oh shit.
And I try to make it as low carb as I could, but when you put that, the Baileys in there. Well, I didn't put Baileys. It was Irish cream.
Oh wait, we gonna give our reaction. I don't even know if they can hear it 'cause it's extra fast anyway. So, but yeah. So, that's what that was. We gotta welcome some folks in. All right, we've got
Wipe Down
TV. Get your shirt, get your shirt,
get your Wipe Down shirt.
Oh, we got Wipe Down in the building.
Hey,
He
Wipe
said,
Down.
Love and live. Hey fam,
Hey,
what's good? How you doing, Wipe Down? All right. And so we also gonna show y'all a little new segment that we got going on. We're gonna promote our folks. So we'll be right back.
Yo.
There you go.
Yeah. Ain't nothing free about us.
Is that music? They can hear it right now.
So, okay, we gonna get better. Like I said, we getting better.
Okay, yeah, we getting there. So we getting everything established over here.
We gonna figure it out. Y'all don't know. We
Getting
gonna
it all
figure this
set
stuff
up.
out. Yes.
It's due time. It's due
Yes.
time.
Yes.
But yeah, I feel like we had a good little time, good conversations on here. We might as well hop off. You got anything else you want to say in terms of conversations or anything you want to get into?
Yes. So, where any ideas that you guys have, please send it to us on Instagram or our email, because we definitely need.
Or in the comment section. That's
a conversation too. We're gonna upgrade our channel. We're gonna do more things that we, of course, enjoy that we have left behind.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna bring back stuff. It's gonna start pretty much in the beginning of the year, but we're slowly adding stuff. So right now, our relationship advice have now turned into Love Lounge. We didn't do any questions today because we were so busy working on everything else that we didn't do the questions.
Yeah.
So
but we're gonna have it's gonna be clean next week.
Next week, y'all, it's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be different. Y'all go, what are they doing over on the Love and Live show?
That's how we do it over here.
Yeah, I got some stuff I'm looking into. I'm gonna see how it works out. And I know Queen Lenora is continuing to cook up different ideas in her mind as well.
Yeah, y'all don't know.
Ventura, so I'm here for the Love Lounge.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, so there's gonna be a lot of stuff that we will be contacting some people on, especially Tanya, that we're gonna be adding on here as well. So be prepared for our new changes.
Yeah.
And it will be more than just the Love Lounge that is changing. Okay.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
So we're just starting off one project. It's like a house. You start off one room at a time.
Definitely.
This is our first room.
And on that room, I'm glad you guys are here for the journey with us.
Yeah.
Wipe Down, he letting us know that his commanders is 7-2. Okay, bye. Had to learn to love each other each day.
He gonna hurry up because he know I'm gonna start. He already know my mouth was getting ready to start. But we ain't even gonna do that right now.
I bet yours will get a D so I can help promote too.
Okay. I don't know what details you do.
Details.
Oh, I knew that.
All right, we're going to go ahead. Yeah, we definitely going to go ahead.
It's I'm still cold.
And
In that
close
cold
out
rain, I still got a
by
food.
saying,
But Wipe Down, I got you. Don't
remember
think.
to love and live.
I got you. About your
each day
commanders.
as if it were your last. Thank y'all for watching.
Mooches.
I'll take care. Have a good one.
Want me more money? Want me more money?
Yeah. Ain't nothing free about us.
Want me more money?
Yo.
L&L. L&L. Love and Live show. It's hot. Taste it hot. I'm ready.
Love and Live.
Let's go.
Love and Live show.
Yeah.
Motivation speakers. Positive affirmation. Tune in every week. We need a Monday family meeting.
Eli always cheating.
Relationship advice on Wednesday so you don't go creeping. Thursday game time. Come in and unwind. Friday night shout out time. Creators grind and shine. Pop up at the pop up. Shop up at the shop up. Get your bomb.com seasons for your potluck. Tropical morning. For your royalty. Love and Live empire bringing all the heat. You wanna taste that heat? Try to taste the heat. Hot sauce, that sweet heat is banging like this beat. Chocolate burning, love, mild watermelon. Heat. Dynamite's the truth. Have you woo?
Favorite nephew. Lenora. She know it's the truth.
Chris. Everybody love Chris. Love and Live show.
It's the love
Hey,
and live
hey.
show. It's the love and live show.
Love and Live.
It's the love and live
We like to having fun.
Get up and stay. Love and live. Get up and stay. Love and live.
Love and live each day as if it was your last.
The love and live show.
Smooches.
The love and live show. And live. Love and live.
Yep.
This is Love and Live shot.